experiencing. This morning, we are joined on by Eyewitness News medical expert Dr. Corey Hebert about the precautions you can take. Doc, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right, good sir. How big of a concern is this?
This is a big concern. I mean, it's obvious. When you walk outside, you can smell it. And people that have respiratory illnesses, they can feel it. I mean, in the last 3 weeks, we've had so many people at our clinics and ERs across the state and across the city, rather, that are coming in with respiratory illnesses. And most people don't necessarily have to have asthma. People are feeling this when you just walk outside and you inhale it. Your eyes may start to water. You may start to cough. You may start having some runny nose. It is an allergen. It is an irritant. And the smaller you are, the more you are going to be affected. You breathe faster as a smaller person, as a child, and so you have and your lungs are smaller, so you are going to take more of that in, and it could cause a lot more problems for you. But just because you don't have any pre-existing illnesses or anything like that, this can really still affect you. So what you really should do, if you have asthma or any type of severe allergy, sinus problems, or in New Orleans we call it sinus, it can be a problem. You really need to take your medicine and really take care of yourself and stay out of the areas. I mean, and there's no way that you can get around it because it's everywhere now. So try to limit your outside access during the day for sure.
And Doc, that's for people with some pre-existing conditions. We interviewed someone down in St. Bernard with COPD, and he was having trouble breathing when we did so. What about someone who would consider themselves to be healthy and this morning may want to go for a run, but they see what's going on outside and they think maybe I shouldn't? What should they worry about?
Yeah, honestly, it really doesn't matter if you have pre-existing illnesses or not. Limiting your exposure to anything that's being incinerated is really important. So I don't care who you are. If something's burning in your house, then you should probably stay away from it. And our house right now is burning. So if you are wanting to run, theoretically, you could obviously wear an N95 mask. But who wants to run in an N95 mask? And at the same time, you do want to be able to enjoy it's warming up there, you want to get outside, but you really should not be exposing yourself to be outside right now. It's not necessarily the healthiest thing to do. I don't want you to change your outdoor plans, however, if you have something that you really want to do. But, when you start talking about how this can affect your lungs over time, it will make it so that you can't breathe as easy as someone else. And the more that you're outside, especially if you're working out, you increase your respiratory rate, which means you take in more of it, which means you expose yourself to more of it. So I just want people to recognize that if you have allergies, take your antihistamine, like, your Zyrtec, your Claritin, your Flonase, that's your inhaled nasal spray, your Singulair even, and that is your Montelukast or your inhibitors for your allergies. But also, if you have asthma, take your albuterol. I'm telling you, it's really important because you don't want to get behind the 8 ball on this and then need your medicine because you're having an asthma attack.
And some sound advice there, Doctor for the People, Dr. Corey Hebert. Sir, thank you for joining us this morning.